So I want to talk about the 5 reasons I got written down why people typically cheat on people. The main reason I bring this up because I was hanging out with somebody that I know and everything. We were just talking, and the girl said, Why do you think people cheat and everything? Why can't you be honest?" And I came up with 5 reasons. I had more, but I narrowed it down to these 5 reasons why people typically cheat. So the first reason I have on my list for why people typically cheat is lacking in the bedroom. Y'all get in the bedroom and everything, and they just doing the bare minimum. And most men that's out here, we probably looked at some videos, some videos and stuff, and we be like, you know what? I would like a woman to do that to me. I would like a woman to do that for me. So we start fantasizing and imagining things that a woman could be doing. But the women that we dating out here, their sex game is trash. It's straight shitty. And it makes it suck for us because this is some of the stuff we might want. We're not saying that we need to go get it from, some type of star out there. But if you could perform like the stars out there, that'd be totally nice. And this leads to sometimes men or women being deceptive. I remember, I think one time I was doing like some type of ride share, and I picked up this. It was real weird, man. Some dude popped in, talking about a lot of guys coming to me. I'm like, man, what the, man? I don't get down like that. Well, why are you even telling me that? He said, well, long story short, unhappy men look for shit that they can't get from women, their wives and shit, and they go find weird men like that. And I'm like, it's sad to hear that because I ain't one of those dudes, and it's sad that men out there being deprived of this. So I'll tell you, me personally, if a woman ain't gonna fulfill my fantasies, I'm not gonna be with her because I don't want to be in a predicament while I'm thinking about what could have and should have type of shit. So the women out there, y'all need to get on y'all P's and Q's and satisfy y'all man so they won't be looking elsewhere. And that's the same for a dude and a woman. If your woman asking for some stuff and you can provide it, then get out there and do whatever it is she's looking for so y'all can have an easier life. So that's the first reason I have on my list for why people be cheating. The second reason that I have listed up here on the reason for why people be cheating in my book, my perspective, is because they lack the emotional connectivity. Sure, you can have the physical intimacy down, lock and everything. They up there, clapping like the dude from Baby Boy and a mother. Can't remember their name, but they got that, but they can have the finances together. But if you are lacking an emotional department, I'm speaking from personal experience. I ain't saying I went out there and cheated, but I definitely considered it because I felt misunderstood as a man. Sometimes men just have a hard time getting their point across to women, and sometimes women just don't want to listen to what the man has to say. We got feelings, we want to be heard and shit as well, but sometimes people just don't want to listen to us. So what we do, we go find a woman that probably isn't the most attractive woman out there. She could be kind of big or extra skinny or be like an ogre like Shrek or some shit. Who fucking knows? But either way, this woman is catering to our emotions and making us feel loved and heard and everything. She might not be able to do what we're looking for in the bedroom, but she's making us feel good, so why not make us feel good down there as well, So that's the second reason people cheat, because they feeling emotionally neglected. The third reason I have on my list for why people cheat is because there's no real consequences. Say, for example, like, I think President, Bill Clinton, and his wife, Hillary Clinton, he had an affair. For those of you that don't know and everything, I think the lady's name was Monica Lewinsky. They had an affair, and Eminem made a whole joke about it. If y'all seen that Just Loser video, I think it was in there. But long story short, she had an affair, and the main reason he had that affair because he had no consequences. He the president, man. Who cares? He the top of the line in America. What else do he got to achieve? He don't care. So what do you do? Go cheat because he had no consequence. What happened? Maybe a pat on the head, but they still married, so nothing happened. The man didn't care. The fourth reason I have on my list for why people cheat is because they can't replace you yet. And that sounds kind of scary right there, because this means that they got 1 foot in the door and 1 foot out the door. They don't really like your ass, but they know that they can't do without you. Having you around is essential for their survival and everything. So if you were to withdraw, they might have a hard time functioning because you have something that they need from you, man. And not only just that, they can't replace you. If they ain't got nobody that's better than you out there, they're just gonna hold on to you just enough so they won't feel alone and everything. And knowing that one day they could potentially replace your ass, that should be scary. Because anybody looking to leave you once they find the right match, they're going to leave you, man, sooner or later. And your time is ticking. So you might want to get rid of them first. And the last thing I have on my list for why people cheat on other people, because it's for the thrill of it. Sometimes people, they just like to, do some very dangerous things. I know, like, I ain't gonna say who, but I know somebody that decided to take a joyride and everything, running from the cops, crashed the car, and his main response was, for why I asked him, why the hell did you run from the cops, man? He said, oh, it was just because it was fun, like Grand Theft Auto, but now it's unfair that I got caught by the cops and they should let me free, just for the thrill of it. So people would cheat just because it feels good, just because they get to be sneaky and get away with shit. But when they get caught, I'm sorry, feel guilty and bad, but it's not because they feel bad because they were doing you dirty. They feel bad because they finally got caught, and now the consequences may catch up with them. So those were my reason why people be cheating. So with that being said, let me finally go on to the next post. I'll probably read about 3 or 4 of them, man, because I don't say a lot about cheating, because there's a lot of cheating fuckers out here. I mean, I've done it maybe one time, but I was a teenager, but since then, the thoughts definitely crossed my mind. The next person maybe is a guy. This says, you owe her nothing. If you don't want to talk to her and hear her out, that's your choice. She made her bed when she was fucking other guys in it. For those people that's tuning in right now, long story short, you go back to the top of the post, it says, my girlfriend of 10 years cheated on me, had an affair with 2 guys and got pregnant and had an abortion. Now she wants to talk, but I'm avoiding her. What should I do? So, back down to right here, dude said, man, just leave her. If she want to go fuck other dudes, then fuck her. Let her go. Let her be, man. Don't talk to her. You don't owe her nothing. I know when I got cheated on, I probably said some foul things, but it wasn't too foul. But I definitely said what I had to say, and after that I was done. Like, it's none of this a debate, man. I'm not gonna sit there and go back and forth with you. I feel the way I feel, and I ain't changing shit. All right, I'm probably read like these 2 right here, then call it a day. It says, this is from a woman. It says, I know you are mourning the person you thought you knew, but that person doesn't really exist. Tell her it's over and you aren't up for discussing it. And I would tell you that you were lied to, and believe the lies indicates to me that you're a kind person and a trustworthy one. You deserve better. Hang out with friends you know who are real, and look for someone who shares your values when you date again. Most people do value truthfulness and fidelity. Yeah, and I would have to agree with her. Like, most people, they get, screwed over so hard, they have a hard time believing that the person that they put all their eggs in one basket with will possibly do these things. But people do foul shit. Some people will put on an act until they get what they want. And when it comes to the dating scene, we call this sending your representative. You're not sending who you really are as a person onto this date. You're sending the nice person. You're trying to be on your good behavior, like you're going on a field trip so you can get out there and look good for the school purposes. And you're not being who you truly are. But typically it takes people time to reveal who they really are. And that's why I tell people you need to take your time to see who they really are and not let yourself get screwed over by what you see on the outside versus what they're going to slowly reveal over time.